after the touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I know he ain't got 47 on 3. On
first down, McDonald. This is Hamler on the receiving end. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. Thomas brings it in. Past the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A final shot before break. McDonald looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as time expires in the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. What's good on the extra point? And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that is the Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Jerry Jeudy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And this is caught. He hits more. will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, field so complete there to Thomas.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald, this will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll look to throw again.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
KJ Hamler.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Play action. It's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, McDonald. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. On first down, McDonald. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the out top to their ending.